What inspired you to take on a Tri-M for fundraising?
I mean, it was a challenge I always wanted to do. Parts of it, anyway. And I just thought I'd combine it. I felt the best I ever felt when I did my only triathlon I've done, which was an Ironman. And I've worked with U Trust for a few years. Had some counselling with them. And I'm a very big, when it comes to fundraising, it has to be worth asking money for. And I feel like this challenge is big enough to then be like, okay, I can give something back with this one, and hopefully encourage people to donate and raise money for the people that help me and help the people within the communities I've been in.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. When was your last triathlon?
It was August 2022.
Oh, it's not that long ago then.
Yeah, that's the only triathlon I've done.
Oh,
Only
amazing.
One more than most people.
That's true, yeah. Has that encouraged you a little bit more to take on this triathlon?
Yeah, so having that, how I felt like physically and my health from doing that one has definitely encouraged me to do another triathlon. And then last year doing a 5-day ultra across the Arctic Circle, it was like, oh, I could combine all of these things and create an ultra triathlon that, as far as I know, has never been done before, and run the coast to coast with it, swim to the Isle of Wight, and then just find my way in between the two on a bike. And that's pretty much how the idea come about, and it sort of grew arms and legs from there. So there's two charities I am doing this for. The U Trust Counselling Service is one of them, and the reason is I use them for probably on and off for about 2 years in total. When I found things difficult and I needed to sort of have a mental reset, and I mean, counselling is a bit of a software upgrade on your mind. I think everybody would benefit from some sort of that, and being local as well. To me, it's that was important. And then the other charity is Rock to Recovery, which, being ex-forces myself and currently a firefighter, they support those communities, so emergency service and service personnel and their families, actively seeking to coach and counsel those people that are struggling, whether it's being a veteran or currently serving, and dealing with the stuff that those guys have to deal with.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think I love the term you used with that it's like a software upgrade on your mind. I really like that, actually. I think that's brilliant.
I find it like once you've had it, you can just sit and watch people and feel like there's things that you're doing that you don't even understand yet.
It must make you so much more open-minded.
It's almost like you get like a superpower from it. It feels.
That's crazy.
It's really, because you just get so much more aware about what's going on in your mind, and you can't tell people, or maybe it's because of this, because at that time they're not, and you're probably a bit too close to them to get the sort of response you want. But definitely, if they were to do it with a non-biased and no one that's really within their life, they could see the benefit.
That's so cool. Would you encourage other people to take that leap and go for counselling?
100%. When people probably look at me from the outside and see the stuff I do, it's like put it all together. But actually, I haven't always, and sometimes I still don't. But I've learned and got the tools from those experiences with counselling to sort of manage it better, and take on and tackle these big challenges, and which then also bleeds into life when you face some sort of adversity or challenge that just comes out of the blue. Whatever that might be.
I think it's probably even more important nowadays, isn't it? Especially with social media, you're exposed to so much and seeing almost like the highlights of everyone's life, but obviously no one's
Yeah.
too quick to share struggles. A lot of people still keep that
Yeah.
inside. So taking that leap and going for counselling, and then coming out the other end and seeing how beneficial it's been must be a really great feeling.
And I don't know. I don't even know how social media will work if people share struggles. I don't know if that would. I don't think it would help either. So it's a very
it's a good point. Yeah.
It's there's not many positives that come from it, unfortunately. But
no.
I think going through counselling or talking to someone, and you get a bit more, and you just become more aware of your surroundings and what you're looking at, and how what you're looking at affects the way you think and feel. I think that's one way to get better at that. Absolutely. How you witness and receive social media.
What's been the most challenging part of preparing for the triathlon so far?
So for me, the training is not the hardest bit.
Okay.
It's actually building the exposure and the campaign for it is what I've found the most difficult. Luckily, I've had people help me and support me on that, but that sort of side of things has never been my big one, and I've just been like, I'm going to do it. This is it. But with this, I can't just do that because nobody would know about it. So it's just building the campaign around the whole challenge that has been the biggest challenge, ironically. Yeah.
So what does your training schedule look like at the moment?
No, get off it. Get on the table. That's going to be using it. So training at the moment, the schedule. So I'm very close to being out. So currently on a small taper, ready for Saturday's big race. We've got a 75-kilometre ultra on Saturday, which is a nice test to see how I feel and what I've done so far is working, or what I can change with this final small block of training that we've got left. But generally, if I just give you an outline, it's about 10 for every week now. It would be between 10 and probably 28 hours of training a week, depending on the week and the schedule. A lot of it is getting out into hills and the mountains. The reason being is I'll be running over a lot of mixed terrain and a lot of elevation, nearly this height of Everest from sea level, which I'm sure we could surpass that, but that will come out when mid-challenge to sort of get some engagement from people. And it's so long runs on the weekend, 2 long cycles in the week, 1 long swim, because swimming's I'm pretty all right with, and I'll do 1 strength session, really just to keep the rest of my body functioning and build some durability.
Is it a lot of cardio-based training at the moment?
Yeah, so lots of, well, you say cardio, but there's also like strength involved in it. So like running up hills,
yeah, of course.
It does require a lot of power and strength. Getting on the stepper as well also helps, because some of the hills are that steep I'm not going to be able to run up, so it's just like a fast walk, and it's perfect simulation I can have around Portsmouth when it's flat.
Endurance as well, isn't it? That you need
to be able to continue going. Making sure I'm eating enough on the long stuff, practicing the fueling, so my gut doesn't fall apart midway.
Storing it, you start storing energy somewhere.
Absolutely.
And are you setting any personal goals for the triathlon besides raising funds?
I've not really thought about that. The goal is to have it done in 10 days.
Yeah.
That's. I do think I can do it earlier, but 10 days is the cap, and it's definitely going to be done by day 10. I guess from there it's just making sure I reach every checkpoint that I have to be on the timeline for that. So the swim 6 hours. The bike's got to be completed by the Sunday night, so it's 2.5 days. And then the run be done by the Friday. is the goals.
Mm-hmm.
They I guess they will evolve as the challenge commences, because you can have these and then something gets thrown in the works, like terrible blisters, or I don't know, a rolled ankle, or
Yeah.
who knows what can happen. But it's just yeah, the goals might change and be flexible, but 10 days is what the main one is.
The main goal.
Yeah.
And how can people support you and contribute to the cause?
The biggest one is just sharing it, telling their friends, telling their family, make charitable donations. If they are a business or a company and they want to sponsor the event, they can get involved that way and support something quite exciting and epic, and something that's going to help other people.
Have you had any sort of funny or memorable experiences so far just from your training? Have you been pushed to your limits yet? Or we did see a video of you. You looked a bit cut up. You're still bleeding.
Yeah, so that's one. Yeah, so it's. I mean, I've had great friends like want to get in touch and go and meet up. So met up with an old army friend of mine in Wales, and we went running. And yeah, I fell over and running down the mountain. And
you okay now though?
Yeah, a few wounds on the hands and knees and stuff. But usually I'm like a cat and I can catch myself all the time. But I was actually turning around to talk to him, and then just the next thing I know, on the floor. But yeah, I was a bit cut up, and it was cold. My hands that really hurt because they slapped the rock hard. But it was fine, and in the moment you pick yourself up and carry on.
Did you just carry on?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And my friend was like, "Oh, anyone else would have walked it in from that."
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's all right. You carry on. In North Wales, just running over the famous ridge, Cribgoch. I stayed another night and ran into the sunset, which was amazing. Across the top of the ridge, and got some really cool footage on the drone, which is like puts it into perspective of what it looks like. Yeah, there is. I guess there's a few people. So yeah, Nick, my friend from the army, who met me in Brecon and pushed me up the hills, and we pushed each other. We always knew it was going to get silly on that adventure, but that was really cool. And there's another guy actually who's helping me with sponsorship and the whole campaign, like as a passion project. He loves just helping people. A guy called David Murray. He has a website called Be Your Best Version. He's rode the Atlantic. He's ran Marathon des Sables, done a few Ironman, and he's just really been helpful in getting the website going. And my partner, I guess, Harriet, who's just having to deal with me getting stressed over the training, and who's going to be my support driver vehicle.
Kayak?
No, not a kayak. But yeah, who's just there to keep me going really, and not show sympathy, and just say get on with it. Yeah.
Awesome.